These Xikers, is that how?
Xikers!
Okay, that's how it's said.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Redemption 46 Studios. I'm Nick.
And I'm Curtis.
I'm Jarek.
I'm Zach.
I know the vibes. Y'all saw the picture. Y'all saw the thumbnail. Y'all know
know
why
we
we here. Xikers! Rockstar. Make sure you hit that subscribe button because y'all rock stars. Y'all just tuned into the best motherfucking YouTube channel. Welcome. Make sure y'all jump on the Patreon for that exclusive content.
Exclusives.
No long talk. Let's jump into this. God's here. I feel like I should turn this up in the headphones.
Yeah.
God's here. Comeback of the year.
From the jump. Great directing so far too.
That shit like
I feel like it's not loud enough.
Oh, I know in the live this would go crazy too.
shit. Oh, do the 808 in it. Woo!
We get a little background ad lib too.
6, 7. Are you ready?
They say,
Nice use of the notch angle. That was creative.
shit. That the star.
Nice little footwork there too.
Who hit that background vocal? It's like I want to fucking fight or I want to do something.
Really.
Damn, I needed one more
Crushed
drop.
this, man.
I know, I need a one
That
more
was
drop.
hot.
That shit made me want to fucking run through a
I
wall.
fuck with this group, man. All they know how to do is make anthems.
That's a top 10 song so far for the year. By the way.
High praise but justified.
They have not
Yeah.
disappointed yet, man.
Same.
For sure. I like that group, man. You know, it had a little bit of elements of pop, rock, some grunge, a little bit of rap in there. It's a nice blend, and a great story that they're telling too. But as far as the musical side of things, it's just a banger, man. It just makes you want to get involved with them, or this is a great like activity song. Like you have to be doing something while you listening to this. But even if you just hear the song in the background, it'll just get you hyped and amped up. It was like some good intro music. The video was dope. I loved all the locations and the artwork that was popping up on all of the buildings. I think they did a really great job too with the choreo, especially when that beat dropped and it got really intense. The choreo got really intense too. They were hitting some really cool formations. I'm interested in seeing this choreo in just like a dance practice or something, because it's definitely more complex than what it seems here. I don't think the video did the choreo enough justice, because you know, it only focused on the dancing for like kind of like the hook and the chorus, but the choreo is great. The video is dope, but I really enjoyed this song. It's a really cool group, Xikers. They seem like some underdogs to me. Like, I feel like not a lot of people are giving them some love.
Yeah, I agree with you 1,000%. I feel like definitely want to see a dance practice or a live performance of this, so you can embrace the choreo a little bit better. The song was phenomenal. I definitely felt all those genres that you mentioned, but it never felt muffled. It all felt like just like it was on like the ebb and flow was just decent. Like, it went into a hard kind of rock, like kind of grungy sound, and somehow was able to work its way back down into like something a bit more chill when they got into the singing parts.
That's one of the things I was going to praise about it as well.
Yeah, and it was seamless. Like it wasn't like ear noise or just jarring or anything like that. I thought it hit. The applications for this would be amazing too. Like you said, an intro or OST or something like that. An anime opening. You get the anime vibe and feel from some of the like special effects that was done on the video. I love this. I love the color palette that they chose, because it has like those cools in it, but somehow like the red makes it like pop out a little bit. And the camera angles was phenomenal. I'm not sure. Well, it probably was a mixture of things. There was a lot of crane work in there, and then the drone shots. But those Dutch angles with the drone and the cranes and everything kind of helped shift and do everything. A lot of wraparounds that was going on too and shit. And the CG, it fits so well with the video and everything like that. It was really a whirlwind, ironically. So just, I hate you. He's not being a rock star today. Feed him. But nah, this is phenomenal, and I really can't wait to get into more stuff, because y'all said they got another banger too that we haven't jumped into. So make sure y'all jump on the Patreon. We got a lot of the live performances for them up on there, and I feel like a guide will be coming soon probably, because we need to start getting to know these members. I feel like we're gonna be mentioning their names for a long time to come.
Yep, definitely agree with you guys. Love this. Definitely want to hear a lot more from this group. But with this video, love the video. Love the shots, love the graffiti, like Jarek said. Those are super dope. The way that I was painted going along with the video, that was super dope. The choreo was super fire. Rap line was probably my favorite, the way they switched that up with the beat. I like that transition. But like you said, Nick, the way they transitioned all the genres was definitely super smooth. That's definitely difficult, and not everyone could do that. How old is this group?
They just debuted not too long ago.
I believe they debuted in 2022.
They've been doing shit for a minute though. I think before their stage name was like KQ Fellows too.
Yep.
And they was doing like a lot of work and shit like that.
Yep.
And then they debuted with the Tricky House, John.
2020, 19, 18.
Oh, how old everybody is and shit? Oh, okay.
18.
So you're scrolling back the years.
18.
I was like, damn, they've been around for a while.
Yeah, they're 18 to 20.
Okay.
Yeah, because they would KQ, so like this is AT's like record label and everything. Shout out to them for that too, because they don't sound like AT's, which is a big thing when groups come out and their seniors like have like a very unique sound. Sometimes you want to see if if they fall in that same wheelhouse or if they kind of doing their own thing. And this definitely sounds like Xikers.
What do you think their fandom's name should be? They don't have one yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know they don't have
Hey,
one.
we gotta come up with one.
Xikers Island. I don't know. It's like a crazy album. Huh?
It's like,
Xikers Island, the inmates.
Yeah.
Your face jumped over the shit. He's like, that's terrible.
Xikes.
Zykes.
I thought it was also interesting too because I know we had heard from the Tricky House song that Hung Jun, the kind of leader / main producer of ATs, was one of the ones who at least helped them with the track and the production aspect, which I think is interesting for them as far as like making a production that doesn't sound like ATs but also feels like in service of kind of a newer group and everything. So I think on the producer side that's really interesting and important. And I would give the same compliment to here, and I don't know if he was involved with this or just a kind of debut or what the situation was, but nonetheless I do agree with you guys on the sentiments of the production itself. I do like kind of all the different pockets it was able to go into. I like that it didn't, even though it was like towing the lines of kind of some of the grunge rock aspect, I like that it didn't quite have to get into the screamo stuff necessarily, and that's more so just a personal preference for me, but I just thought they towed that line like so well. But it would have been well serviced if they did it too, as far as like kind of that outcry of like kind of rebelling and what have you, some of the things that are kind of commonly associated with a lot of rock music, or at least the seeds of kind of some of those things. But I thought they did a great job here balancing again all those different elements. I really like the rap line in particular as well with this. I just thought it was cool kind of how they made use of basically like even in the beginning of the song to tie into that later rap part. When they're kind of like, having the untucked shirts and kind of the hair messed up, kind of deviating from that sort of schoolboy sort of aspect, as far as like everything being kind of prim and proper, and basically just allowing themselves to not be uniform in the sense to kind of accentuate some of the differences within them, to kind of show a little bit more of that individuality. And I think that is something that's well serviced within rock as well. And, whenever you kind of hear songs like this, I always do wonder on a production level, like kind of, almost like a chicken or the egg sort of thing. It's like if you wrote this lyric and then felt like some of the rock elements would service that, or if you kind of had a little bit of the seeds of this beat and like what would go with this. So just the artist in me always kind of loves and appreciates those things. But nonetheless, I thought they both paired those things together incredibly. And then when we get into like the later kind of rap portion, which is I would say probably my favorite part of the song, I really do like how they basically say like using kind of all those things to stand out, to be different, and kind of saying it with a sense of confidence and pride as well, because you have to kind of feel like those emotions and everything, and I thought that was well served within it. They also had some really sneaky like kind of background vocals and everything that were kind of sprinkled throughout here, so I'm really curious about kind of some of the stuff their vocal line can do. And I know, as Jarek had said too, the choreo in the video is definitely a lot more intricate than we're seeing, because it's in service of the video. And I know when we checked out Tricky House, we saw how intense that choreo is. So I'd be really curious to check that out. But I did like how they had the one move that was kind of zeroed in on, shot in like a close up almost, which was when one of the members had like the hands on their hips or whatever and doing kind of that footwork with it or everything. I thought that was like really cool and intricate, and if they're able to like sync it up and everything with all like the members in kind of like a wide angle sort of thing or in a dance practice type thing. Nonetheless, I thought that that was a move that kind of stood out to me as well. The energy of the song and everything services like a crowd and a concert so well. So I can definitely like see a lot of crowd engagement stuff with this hype up song. Even if this is like a song to kind of come out and start the show off with to get everything, energy wise. And as you had pointed out too, I really like the general direction of everything, kind of the animated shots that they had, the use of, the Dutch angles and everything, especially when they're doing that stomp to kind of deviate, because they're trying to show that individuality and that rock star kind of aspect of things to where like you're wanting to stand out. So I thought the use of the stomp and the Dutch angles with it was really well timed and really brilliant as well. And then when you get into the kind of having their souls like on fire, their hearts on fire and everything towards the bridge, which I thought the bridge was amazing in this as well. I do like that they're literally in the eye of the storm as far as like kind of the motif of the eye that they've been kind of spreading throughout the video. So basically everything becomes clear in the midst of the eye of the storm seemingly. That moment of clarity of kind of being in the midst of chaos and everything kind of being clear to you. So I just thought that was really symbolic as well. But honestly, this really hit on all levels for me. They seem like an incredibly talented group. I know we're about to get into another one of their tracks, if I'm not mistaken, as well. So I'm just always eager to kind of see what they're going to put forward. And they got great seniors above them with ATs to kind of show as guidance as well.
Yeah, man. These guys seem like mega rookies. They seem like rock stars. Ha ha ha. Get tricky. Nah, but definitely a good outing for them. Anytime, like, you know, when you're within the first two tracks that we've heard and the first two MVs that we've had an opportunity to look at, you definitely seeing the talent just kind of ooze off the screen. Definitely looks like they threw a lot of money behind this group too, as far as like the MVs have been looking, the fits, their style, and everything. They really their own men, and I like that a lot. I like when a new group comes out and they don't sound like, you know, the seniors or anything, and they have like their own swag. And the fact that Hanjun was just even working with them and they still have their own sound. Yeah. You know, even on, you know, just this track in particular, well, the other track in particular we're talking about, it's just phenomenal. Keep it up, man. Jump in the comments, give us some more information about these young men. Make sure you guys jump over onto the Patreon. We're about to jump into Xikers or Xike. But yeah, we're gonna holler at y'all.
Love y'all.
Peace.